Let's dive into some compelling developments surrounding the Las Vegas Raiders as they prepare for the 2025 NFL Draft. With the draft approaching, the Raiders are making strategic moves to reshape their roster, and one name generating serious attention is a standout defensive tackle from Michigan. Let's break down what this means for Las Vegas, analyze their draft strategy, and explore how they're positioning themselves for the future. What's up, buddies? Welcome back. If you are new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We cover all AFC West news here on this channel. The Raiders have scheduled a visit with Mason Graham, a defensive tackle from Michigan projected as a top 10 pick. Graham brings an impressive pedigree, a national champion with the Wolverines, a dominant force against the run, and a pass rusher who consistently pressures quarterbacks. From a strategic perspective, this visit suggests Las Vegas is serious about bolstering their defensive line. Last season, the Raiders' defense showed promise but crumbled when injuries hit their interior line early on. Graham's ability to disrupt plays, whether stopping runners cold or collapsing pockets, could address that weakness. His film reveals a player with explosive power and relentless energy, traits that translate to immediate impact in the NFL. Why consider a defensive tackle when Las Vegas has other roster gaps? It's about keeping options open. With the 6th overall pick, the Raiders face a draft board that could shift unpredictably. If top quarterbacks or offensive playmakers are gone by their selection, Graham offers a high-value, best player available choice who fills a critical need. The NFL demands a robust defensive front to counter dynamic offenses, and pairing Graham with existing talent like Maxx Crosby could elevate the Raiders line to a game-changing unit. This visit isn't just routine. It signals the front office is exploring every avenue to maximize impact at a premium position. Now, let's examine the Raiders' broader draft approach. The team has been notably active with pre-draft visits, hosting a surprising number of quarterbacks despite Geno Smith holding the starting role after a solid 2024 campaign. Prospects like Jackson Dart, Quinn Ewers, Will Howard, and Shedeur Sanders have visited Las Vegas, taking up a significant portion of the team's allotted visits. This raises questions given Smith's contract and performance. 3,800 passing yards and a Pro Bowl nod last season. So, what's the reasoning behind this focus? From an analytical standpoint, this strategy prioritizes depth and future planning. The Raiders aren't looking to replace Smith, but to secure a developmental quarterback who can grow behind him. Injuries are a constant threat, and last season exposed vulnerabilities when backups struggled. Targeting a second-round pick like Will Howard, who thrived in a pro-style system at Ohio State, aligns with Las Vegas's offensive scheme under Chip Kelly. Howard's poise and accuracy make him a candidate to sit for a year, learning the ropes. Alternatively, Jackson Dart's mobility could add versatility if he's called into action. The takeaway? The Raiders are investing in a safety net for their quarterback room while eyeing long-term roster stability. Let's dig deeper into the quarterback visits. Shedeur Sanders stands out as a high-profile name, with a strong arm and composure under pressure. However, Sanders is a prospect who expects to start immediately, which doesn't fit Las Vegas's timeline with Smith locked in. Drafting Sanders at 6 would be puzzling. The Raiders need starters elsewhere, not a quarterback controversy. More likely, this visit is about due diligence, assessing Sanders' value for potential trades. Imagine this scenario: if top quarterbacks are snatched early, Las Vegas could trade back from 6 to a team like Dallas at 12, desperate for Sanders. That move could yield extra picks while still allowing the Raiders to target a player like Graham or a top offensive weapon. It's a calculated way to navigate the draft's volatility. Speaking of trades, the Raiders' draft slot puts them in a prime position to maneuver. At 6, they're just outside the range where elite quarterbacks or skill players typically go. If the board falls unfavorably, say if top tackles like Kelvin Banks Jr. or receivers like Tetairoa McMillan are gone, trading back could amplify their draft capital. Last year, Las Vegas picked at 13 and landed Brock Bowers, now one of the league's premier tight ends. This year, a similar strategy could see them target a versatile talent like Ashton Jeanty, a running back with all-pro upside, or a defensive back like Travis Hunter. The Raiders' front office, led by Tom Telesco, has shown discipline in balancing immediate needs with future potential, and their pre-draft visits reflect that versatility. Back to the defensive side, where Mason Graham could be a game-changer. The Raiders' run defense struggled last season, surrendering 4.6 yards per carry in critical games. In a division with bruising runners like J.K. Dobbins and Zamir White, that's a liability. Graham's ability to handle double teams would free up linebackers like Robert Spillane to attack downhill. His pass rush production, 7 sacks in his final college year, shows he's not just a run stopper, but a 3-down threat. Compared to current rotational players who lacked consistency, Graham could provide a disruptive presence alongside Malcolm Kuntz and Crosby. His addition would signal a commitment to building a defense that controls games rather than reacts. Another factor is Graham's fit in Patrick Graham's system. The Raiders' defensive coordinator favors versatile linemen who can disrupt from multiple alignments, and Graham's technique and football IQ make him a natural fit. Unlike many rookie defensive tackles who need time to adjust, Graham's polished skill set suggests he could contribute from week one. If Las Vegas views him as a foundational piece, akin to Crosby's impact early in his career, the sixth pick becomes a strategic investment in a player who could anchor the defense for a decade. So, what do you think? Who should the Raiders pick at their first pick? More importantly, who provides the right value at their first pick? Share your thoughts in the comments section.